What's going on, everybody? This is BroncoJuggalo.
And Bill.
And we're back with season 3.
3. I put 2.
No.
Then one like that.
It's 3. It's
Three.
3. Uno, dos, tres. Season 3 of Red versus Blue. Now, we do both own this on DVD. And I didn't bring mine over because he has them. And he can't find his fucking copy.
I can't find my third.
We had it last week when we watched them. Whatever. This one was directed by Bernie Burns and Matt Hullum. And we got a few new people added to the cast. I'm going to read them off because it's easier that way.
Yeah, read them.
So as Andy the Bomb, we have Nathan Zellner. As Gary the Computer, we actually have a Mac 05X. That's the old computer that sounds almost like a speak and spell. But it's a Mac computer program that does the voice.
Yeah.
As the Zealot, we have Bernie Burns. As Captain Flowers, we have Ed Robertson, the lead singer of the Bare Naked Ladies.
Wow.
And as Wyoming, we have Matt Hullum.
Yes.
Now in this season, we pick up right where we left off in season 2. The Reds and the Blues have to work together to combat O'Malley. Meanwhile, they are being hunted by Freelancer Wyoming, who's got a hit out on Tucker. Really funny shit going on in this. Midway through the season, they actually switched because of the release of Halo 2. They switched to the Halo 2 engine. They also used the Marathon engine, which for those of you that are in the video game world, you may know that Marathon was a computer game from way back in the day.
Oh, yes.
And is actually considered the forerunner to Halo. It was like before Halo, there was Marathon, and Halo's kind of like the sequel to Marathon. And they use that because there's a lot of time travel in this season. So, suppose it's time travel.
Yeah.
So season 2, or the Halo 2 engines is because they go forward in time. And then the Marathon engines is because they go back in time. So there's some pretty funny shit. Really cool use of the engines. And I like how it shows the transitions. And they just do a really good job with it.
Always.
In this season, we're also introduced to a group of characters called the Zealots. And then one Zealot in particular stays on through the rest of the season. But the Zealots were actually a commentary on the Halo multiplayer online world. The way people act when they're online. Talking trash to each other and all this stuff. And just the way they act and basically making fun of the online, gaming community. Because honestly, a lot of them can be douchebags.
Yeah.
So
again, that's why I don't do a lot of it myself anymore.
Yeah, me either. I prefer kind of one-on-one, kind of deal. Anyways, doesn't matter. That's off the subject, but it's just kind of cool that they actually bring in some of the things that affect, their world. And a lot of the jokes, kind of like in South Park, even revolve around things that go on in current events. So
they do.
It does work. Again, this is a season that I truly love. In fact, this is one of my favorite seasons.
Oh, really?
This is one of my favorite seasons, yes. And I have no cons for this season. How about you?
Nope. None whatsoever. This is just pure Red versus Blue. No cons are not going to be there until later.
And I know these Red versus Blues reviews haven't gotten as many views as, say, a lot of my other reviews. And I get it.
Well,
people expect horror from me. That's fine. Whatever. But I can say, Bill, that we have turned on at least 2 people to Red versus Blue, and they're enjoying it.
You did?
So I'm stoked. Yep.
Who?
Jen Tochi and Cajun Dave.
Fuck yeah.
They're both watching, and they're enjoying. So.
And kudos to you for giving this a try.
That's what makes this all worth it. That's what I like about this. That's why I do reviews, and just to talk and have engagement with people that are like-minded, or even that have different opinions, but generally we're all in kind of the same area.
Yeah.
Guys, let's start off with our pros. Bill, why don't you start us out?
My first pro for this film is the whole going back in time, church going into Marathon Man. love this. It's just, okay. Fuck up once, twice, I don't know how many times he fucked up, but he fucked up a lot.
And to segue off that a little bit, my first pro is also that they use time travel to explain why things look the way they do.
Yep.
When Halo 2 came out, of course they wanted to get their hands on the new toy, so to speak.
Of
and
course.
you know, and
Why
continue our story that way. And it's awesome they did. And they continue to do that throughout the seasons, all the way up now through Halo 5, Halo, oh goddamn, what's the new game? I love it too. The Return of Master Chief. Halo Infinite.
Infinite.
I that's an awesome game if you haven't played it yet.
I played it, but I haven't finished.
Oh, I finished it. But then you can, it's like, it literally is infinite. You can go back and play other missions.
And I love games like that too, where it's like, oh, it's not just the main story, it's a free roaming.
Spoiler for Halo Infinite. Sorry to interrupt. Go ahead. I'm sorry, you were saying. Go ahead.
Spoiler for Infinite, it's been out for a while.
Yeah, well, people that haven't played it, I'm giving a spoiler.
Okay.
There's no
Spoiler.
flood.
Well, I didn't like the flood anyways.
Yeah, me either. I thought that part of it, I prefer going against the Covenant.
Yeah.
But anyways, okay, sorry, I did not mean to interrupt you, buddy. You know how I am. I just don't want to shut my goddamn mouth.
No. It just goes.
Only because I get excited. Because I want to tell people about this cool shit it's so awesome.
Yeah, I know. Now where the fuck was I at?
Your next pro.
Oh, yes. My next pro for this film is, well, a series. Not really a film.
But they put it in film format. So
Yeah, I'm used to watching it that way.
Yeah, that's how I do it.
Film format.
The very few of the seasons I did watch episode by episode when they came out just because I couldn't wait. But it's better to watch them as a season. It flows better.
I've never watched any of these until they came out on DVD or Blu-ray.
Nice.
I do not watch them, the little tiny episodes.
Okay.
No, I wait because if I watch one, I'm like, fuck, that's too short. I need more. Give it to me now.
That, and as we always say, physical media does matter.
Physical media is king. I don't care what anybody says.
Yep.
Okay, going off of you this time, I love this whole like temporal vortex thing to go from the transition of Halo 1 graphics to Halo 2.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. It's like, how are they going to do this? How are they going to transition from these graphics? They did it perfectly. And then we end up back where we started.
No! Back where we started storyline wise, and I don't want to give the story away.
No, that's why I didn't say anything.
That does bring up my next pro. In this one, we get out of the canyon and we get into adventure. They started to use more of the multiplayer maps to make bigger story in this one.
Yep.
And they use different multiplayer maps from part 1. They use different multiplayer maps from part 2. And it makes a much bigger story. And it gives them different worlds to play in, so to speak. It's all in the same
universe,
planet or whatever, but it gives them different worlds to play with. And it's a lot of fun. And just like Griff says in the opening, he's like, wow, bang, bang, wow. This is going to be full of kick-ass explosions and excitement. And he's like, no, it's not. But it's just, they made a much bigger adventure with this season. They got out of the canyon and they've gone into a broader world.
Yep.
And I really enjoyed that. And it continues to grow from here. We go into multiple worlds, multiple planets, multiple things. Because like I said, as the engines progress and as the games progress, they gave them more opportunities to create bigger stories.
Yep.
That's what they do. It's amazing. You've got to check it out. Season 3, it's up on YouTube. We're not done yet. I know I feel like I'm getting ahead of myself. We're not done yet. Take the floor, sir.
Okay. My next pro. I do like our new characters. Mm-hmm. I really do. I love Andy the Bomb.
Yeah, he's funny as hell.
I love Andy.
Smart ass.
He just wants to kill everyone.
He just wants to blow up and kill everybody.
Yeah. Yeah. that says nothing to my psyche.
You know, coming up next on my pro list, I've got Matt Hullum and Bernie Burns expanding their talents. Not only are they writing, directing, and voicing characters, now they're voicing multiple characters.
Yep.
They voice Vic, they voice Sarge, they voice Church, they voice the Zealots, they voice all these different characters. These two gentlemen. Now the other people all do a really great job too. Do not get me wrong. I am not in any way saying they don't, because the entire cast is awesome. The entire group of people is amazing. But these two guys, I gotta give them props for just putting more on their shoulders.
Oh yeah, definitely, dude. Definitely on that. And I'll go off that too. Hey, you know, this is a small pro. Other people are like, why the fuck are you even mentioning this? But Vic finally gets his debut in the opening credits.
In the opening credits of the show, yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. It's like, what the fuck, you know? He's not a key character or anything, but he is a fucking vital character to this part of this.
Well, talk about tiny little things to mention. I love that Caboose gets dumber. I mean, if that's even possible, Caboose gets dumber and Donut gets fruitier.
And you do see that. Those are the two characters you do kind of see. Caboose gets more and more, but I take that from O'Malley going into his brain.
Maybe.
And Donut, I don't know why Donut gets that.
It's just funny. It's just funny, though.
Yeah, it is. It's great.
Like I said, Gen X, y'all, we don't give a fuck.
No, we fucking don't. But I'm going to go off of that, though. That's a pro of mine, too. There is a scene in this that Caboose gets retard strength. You don't remember that, do you?
Well, they talk about him always being super strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think it's retard strength.
Well, you would know.
Yes, I do.
Guys, one of my biggest things for this is that we get a lot more character development. The characters really get fleshed out through backstory. And that's something that continues forward.
Yes, we'll get more of that.
I really do like that they're advancing this creation at this point in time. They're making it, yes, it started, and don't get me wrong, I love it's like, I was watching South Park the other day, and I know this sounds weird, but like the first couple seasons of South Park are just kind of irreverent, silly. They make fun of things once in a while, but it's really kind of just, and those are fun. Those are awesome, and I love watching those. But I do really enjoy watching when they got more about where there was a little more commentary on things. You know, some are still, I still like the silly, but I want a little more commentary. Now, there was a few where they just, all seasons were just continuous, and it was like getting kind of annoying, but like, they're like seasons, I think my favorite set of seasons, honestly, like seasons 4 to 11. That's like the best ones. I love like the whole cheesing thing in season 11, the Warcraft episode in season 10.
Yeah.
You know, when things were kind of like they are making a commentary on these idiots that sit in their basement playing fucking Warcraft all the time, getting nasty and disgusting, you know.
I have never played World of Warcraft, and I'm proud to say that.
Me either. I'm a Skyrim guy. Fuck World of Warcraft.
Yeah, fuck that shit.
Anyways, but I enjoy that. I loved the first couple seasons where it's just kind of in the canyon. It's silly. Now we're getting a little more, we're getting a bigger scope. We're getting more character development. We're really getting into some storytelling. And that's where things start to roll in this. And we get some good stories going forward. And we're going to address those more in the next couple, you know, or the next, well, we're on season 3 and there's 17 seasons or 18 seasons. So we got a lot to go. Anything else you'd like to add?
Nope, nothing else.
All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed this review. This is BroncoJuggalo and Bill. Please check out Red vs. Blue Season 3. And if you haven't watched 1 through 3, watch those too. They're all available on YouTube. All 18 seasons, or 8 to 18 seasons are available on YouTube. Check them all out in order, in their completion. Peace out, y'all.
And Bill's saying good night.